Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Sporify Learn. Let's continue with the module 5 of DBMS. I have uploaded all the module 1 to 4. It's been uploaded and it's the playlist of BCS403 and DBMS. You can check it in the playlist. All the 4 videos are available. And after this, I'll be uploading a one-shot video also. And so many of you are asking that I have not started the preparation. I have not started even one module also. How can I start and how can I pass this subject? And I'll be uploading video for that also. Only the questions what you need to focus and all, and one short video will be there. If you see that both, you will be easily able to score 75 plus marks. Okay, and now let's start the video without further wasting time. If you're watching my channel without subscribing, make sure to subscribe and then watch the video. Let's start without further wasting time. First question I have asked is about the two-phase locking protocol used in concurrency control. Okay, first let's see, that is T1 and T2. See, first you will read lock, that is you will lock, then you will read the item, then unlock. What is locked you will be unlocking, then write lock, then you will read the item again, and then this item x will be what? X is equals to x plus y. What you have read item, write that, and next write item of x and unlock x. What you have locked, again you will be unlocking. Here also the same way, xx, and it will be unlocked, right lock. Here it is right lock, and this is y, and again you will be x plus y, and write item and unlock y you will be doing. Now if the initial values is x is equals to 20 and y is equals to 30, the result Senel schedule will be T1. Okay, if you consider that, T2 will be what? That is 20 plus 30 is 50, and 50 plus 30, that is 50 plus 30 is equals to what? 80. 50 plus y you will be doing, that is 80. Again, if you see here 50, okay, 50 and x if you add, you will be getting 70, and if you add 20 and 30, you will be getting it as 50. The same way you can have the serial schedule. Okay, next I'll say about the two-phase locking system is about the growing phase, and shrinking phase is nothing but new locks can be acquired, no locks are released. Shrinking phase is nothing but locks can be released, no new locks can be acquired. Here it can be, here it cannot be. Okay, and next here you can see T1 and T2, right lock of x and y. After unlock x, unlock, here you will do y for x, and here you will do for x for y. Okay, that is how you will be focusing here, and that's all for this question. You can extend a bit theory and you can write it. Okay, next the question is about the concurrency control needed. Why it is needed? Why means the main purpose is for enforce isolation among conflicting transaction through mutual exclusion, to preserve database consistency by ensuring consistency, preserving execution of transaction. What you will be resolving to read, you will be having some read-write conflicts and write-write conflicts, right? To resolve that you will be using. For example, if you take suppose two transactions, that is T1 and T2, for both, if you want to access the both data item that is having A at the same time simultaneously, that is in the same time, T1 conflicts with T2 over A. Okay, what you are accepting, that is accessing, that will be conflicted. Now the concurrency control mechanism, what it will be deciding, whether T1 or T2 should access A first. Okay, either this or that, not both at the same time. So what you will be doing, that should have either wait or rolled back, that is called as rollback or wait, that is you can use either rollback or wait. Okay, next question is about the NoSQL. NoSQL stands for what? Not only SQL. Okay, next is about the CAP theorem, that also we will be discussing. NoSQL databases are non-relational database. Now we studied is about the SQL is nothing but the relational databases. This is about the non-relational. Okay, now it is used to handle large amount of data, distributed data, high speed processing and all. If you see the CAP theorem is nothing but it explains the competing requirements in distributed system with replicated data. It will be having consistency, availability and partition tolerance. Consistency is nothing but that all nodes, if you have some nodes in the distributed system, have some updated value of a replicated data item. If you have some replicated data item, it should have the same updated value. For example, if you see transaction T1, you take updates X item means at one node. Okay, if it updates at one node, all the other nodes should also show the updated value of X. Now X you have updated, right? So other values of X also should show. This means it is consistent. Next, availability. Availability means every read and write operation that you perform should receive a response. When you have given some input as a response, like a read or write, read or write, you should get some response for it, and that is called the availability. Okay, next is partition tolerance. That is nothing but system continuous functioning if network failures. Okay, if some system failures happens or network failures, anything happen also, the system should be tolerating it, and it should not lose the data. That is, if network failure disconnects the server, the system should continue operating, it should not stop the operation. That is, it states that a distributed system with replication data cannot guarantee all three properties simultaneously: consistency, availability, partition tolerance. That cannot be done simultaneously. Okay, a designer must choose any two properties out of three. See, either these two, or these two can be done, but not both at the three at the same time. That is about the CAP theorem. Next, we can see about the document-based NoSQL system and CRUD operations in MongoDB. This is one of the easiest. And document-based or document-oriented NoSQL are nothing but it is used to store data as collection or similar documents. Okay. These systems are also called as document stores that can be either create, read, update, and delete. Okay. First is create. I hope you know the lab program 7, it is there, right? In the lab program 7, that is about the same. That is db.collection name, insert item document you will be giving. The student dot in the table, that is collection name you will be creating first. That is, you will be having in student means you will be inserting some values as student ID, student name and age, and then you will be closing this. Okay. Next is about the read. Again, you will be finding the condition, and next will be example. Find age of 20 means the whose age is 20 in the student's collection name. That is, you will be getting as a output. Update is what? A dot update condition, and set you will be using for field and value. See, for student update you will be using for SID. For some student ID 101 you are using. What you will be setting? Age as 21, because age was 20, you are setting it to 21. That is how you update the operation. And in the database, remove you will be using as for deleting. That is, remove SID, student ID, that is 101, right? If you have some name as Rahul and age is 20, the whole document itself will be deleted. The collection which you had created will be deleted. Okay, I hope you got that. Next is about the NoSQL graph database. Explain Neo4j. NoSQL graph database is nothing but it is a type of NoSQL database that stores data in the form of graphs. Okay, that you can store in the form of graphs that can be either nodes, relationships and properties. Okay, that nodes are there and the relationships are nothing but the edges of the graph which you will be having in the database, and the properties that you need to follow. Next you can see is about the Neo4j data model. It is nothing, Neo4j data model organizes data using nodes, relationships and properties. As I said, it can either store as nodes, right? Nodes is nothing but what? Entities or objects in the graph database. It can have either labels or properties. Labels can be employee, department, project, location and all. In the node it can have 0, multiple values, multiple labels it can have. That is called as nodes. Okay. Properties. Okay, properties are nothing but that store information about the nodes and relationships. For the nodes which you have already created in the previous step, for that you will be using some storage of information, right? That is called as properties. Okay, now you will be giving example as name and value. For some name, for that value you will be giving last name as Smith, F name, that is first name as John, and middle as B, initial as. And next, properties are similar to attributes. Okay, they are similar to attributes means, see here it is in ER model, that is entity relationship model. And next you can see relationships can connect nodes, that is nodes if you are having, it will be connected directly or have relationship types. It can have that works for, manager, located and works on and all. And I have given even the example, you can see here. Employee works on which department. This arrow shows relationship direction that can have also properties. Employee works on hours 20. He will work for hours 20 in the project. That is giving the direct relationship. Okay. Next also there is paths, and paths represents the traversal through the graph, and from a node follow relationship to the other nodes. When you are connecting one node to the other node with relationship, you can use this path. And optional schema, that is schema is optional in Neo4j. Graph can be used without predefined schema also you can be using. Also it will support indexes and constraints and unique constraints on employee ID. Next is indexing and node identifier. I hope you know that is employee ID. If you have for employee nodes, and D number, department number in department, and phone number in the project nodes. These and all you have to focus in Neo4j. First is about the two-phase locking system. Next is about the concurrency control with example, CAP theorem and NoSQL. And next is about the document-based NoSQL and CRUD operations, which is very important. You have to explain a bit theory. I have given in short. You have to explain a bit theory. And next, NoSQL graph database, that is Neo4j. And that's the last question that you need to focus in this module. I hope you have understood everything. And next video, I'll be uploading the passing package, that is when you need to focus only just the small amount of questions in order to pass the subject. If you have not started the preparation, I'm saying, if you have started, you are well and good. You can go with either 75 plus marks questions or 95 plus marks questions. Okay, and if you have any doubts, please do let me know in the comment box. And next, I'll be uploading the passing package video and as well as the one shot video. And that's all for this video, and thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next video, bye bye. And do let me know any other which subjects do you require after this also, and I'll try to do that also. Until next video, bye bye.